There's two reflexes that we've now identified are the root cause of chronic pain. What are those reflexes? The first one is called the startle reflex. And that's what happens when you are startled or when you're scared. If something jumps out at you, it's coming at you, our first instinct is to do what? Lean back, hands fly up, fingers go apart, the eyes pop open real wide, right? And then a lot of times people scream when they're scared. Now, nobody taught us to do that. This just happens automatically. Now, if you think about it, why would the body do all those movements? Well, the most important thing for our survival would be our head. If we lose the head, the rest of the body is no good. We can lose an arm and live. We can live without a leg. We can't live without our head. So it makes sense to realize that our first instinct is if something's coming at us and we don't know what it is, that this is going to keep us alive the best, right? That's why we don't block our knee. We can live without a knee, but we have to protect the head. And so that reflex is trying to protect the head. The second most important thing for our survival is the spinal cord, because if you sever your spinal cord, we're paralyzed. What would happen 200 years ago or 300 years ago when you're out plowing your field? There's no way you could go get water from the well. You're going to die in your cabin because you didn't have phones back then. You couldn't call paramedics to come get you. So the body is very, very protective of the head and the spine. The way that protects the spine is through a different reflex known as the withdrawal reflex. So that's what happens when you touch a hot stove. You don't think, oh, my hand's burning, I need to move my hand. Your hand pulls away, and then your brain catches up later and tries to figure out what happened. That's when you're looking down, whoa, what happened? And then your eyes tell you, oh, that was a hot stove you touched. And then your brain realizes what happened. But it was the reflexes kicked in way before the brain to get you away from harm.